Sacramento, California Governor Gavin Newsom has announced the first known case of the new and apparently more contagious variant of the coronavirus in the nation's most populated state, following the first reported U.S. case in Colorado. Newsom said he had just learned of the finding in a Southern California case Wednesday. He announced it during an online conversation with Dr. Anthony Fauci, the nation's leading infectious disease expert. Fauci said, "I don't think Californians should think that this is odd, it's to be expected." Newsom did not provide any other details about the person who was infected. The Colorado and California cases have triggered a host of questions about how the mutant version circulating in England arrived in the EU and whether it is too late to stop it now, with top experts saying it is probably already spreading elsewhere in the United States. California remains consumed by a growing pandemic crisis, including record deaths. Hospitals, particularly in Southern California, are increasingly stretched by soaring cases that are expected to grow in coming weeks. But hope is on the horizon as vaccines begin rolling out, with educators among those recommended for shots after the initial round goes to healthcare workers and those in congregate care facilities. The statewide transmission rate has fallen to the point where one infected person is in turn infecting just one other individual, a development that Newsom called encouraging while warning that rates in Central and Southern California remain much higher and the trend could reverse from holiday gatherings. It's nonetheless realistic to expect many schools to start reopening as early as February or March, said Newsom. The $2 billion Newsom will recommend in his budget next week averages out to $450 per pupil, weighted up to $750 per pupil at schools with more vulnerable populations. Schools will have to pay for tests if the money is available, but Newsom said he is lobbying the federal government to cover the cost. The proposed funding comes on top of $3 billion from the state and $47 billion from the federal government to help schools.